Hi, I'm John Brown and welcome to our video on hand speed. Basic physics tells us that a punch delivered with speed will have more power than a slow one. More importantly, because boxing is a reactionary sport, speed allows us to land a punch before your opponent can engage the proper defensive technique to block the punch. If you've been in boxing any time at all, you've heard the expression that speed equals power. The velocity of a punch can be as important as how hard it is thrown. Sugar Ray Robinson once said, "It's the punch you don't see coming that knocks you out." So to get going here on our video, let me first introduce my partner, Albert Guardado, 1996 Olympian. Albert, are you ready to learn how to improve your hand speed?
I'm ready, absolutely. You can never have enough hand speed. Let's first examine the physiological aspects of hand speed. Hand speed will vary between different boxers due to the fact that they will all contain different degrees of fast and slow twitch muscle fibers. It's the object of this video to develop fast twitch muscle fibers that every boxer has to its full potential, because it is these muscle fibers that create blinding speed.
There will be genetic limitations on how much you can improve your hand speed, but by employing the following strategies, you should be able to improve your hand speed significantly. Our first strategy involves proper boxing technique. As in all aspects of boxing, you must have a solid foundation and fundamental knowledge of the sport. You must concentrate on basic boxing techniques, and let's start by talking about the left jab. For the left jab to have maximum speed, it must be thrown properly. Albert, let's assume our on-guard position. Okay, remember the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, and this definitely applies to the left jab. First, you must attain your proper on-guard position with the left jab in proper position, and it's merely throwing straight out and brought straight back. Albert, that's it. Keeping his elbow pointing toward the ground. To have the quickest possible left jab, it's imperative you keep that elbow pointing at the ground, and this will allow you to deliver it quickly and return it quickly to a proper defensive position. The speed is derived from the snapping at the elbow joint. Okay, give it a good snap, Albert. Okay, and you can achieve more speed, more power, and more importantly, length of your left jab by merely pushing on your right foot. Now let's try, Albert. Don't push your right foot. Okay, you can barely hit the target. Now push with your right foot. You're giving about that much more distance. You get about 6 more inches when you push with the right foot. All he's doing is pushing and leaning into the punch slightly. Okay? Excellent. Now that's the difference between hitting and missing. Okay? Now, let us move on to the right hand. The right hand needs to be thrown in the proper position and it needs to be in the proper location. So it can not only be used for defensive purposes, but to be delivered as quickly as possible. Again, basic technique and fundamentals teach us that throwing the right hand directly from our head to our opponent's head is the quickest line of delivery, and pushing with the right foot and pivoting the right hip and shoulder will add acceleration to the punch. Albert, go ahead, let's demonstrate. Okay, he's pushing with his right foot, he's pivoting his hip, using his left shoulder. Excellent. Okay, again, the purpose of this demonstration is to show that with proper techniques and proper fundamentals, it will aid you in landing your punches with accelerated speed. Now, moving on to the left hook, the same fundamental physics apply in that the left hook needs to be thrown in the shortest, most explosive manner so that it can reach the target as quick as possible. Let's demonstrate. Let's throw right hand first, Albert, then left hook. Excellent. Okay, as you can see, Albert bringing his elbow parallel with the ground. He's pivoting his left foot, pivoting his hip. So by delivering it properly, he'll be able to deliver it as quickly as possible once we learn the speed techniques. Foot parallel with the ground, pivoting with that left foot, giving that hip in it, giving that shoulder some power. And with proper technique, we're going to be able to attain the speed level that we're trying to achieve here.
Now, it's important to note that in order for these basic fundamentals to be effective, you must be a relaxed boxer. If you're tight or tense, you won't be able to achieve the full fluidity of movement and the snapping of your punches required to achieve full speed.
Our second strategy for improving your hand speed involves concentration. One of the key elements in improving your hand speed is to merely concentrate on such. It has been my experience in coaching over 30 years that boxers have a tendency to just throw their punches while shadow boxing, hitting a heavy bag, and double end bag at a relaxed pace, and therefore are training their muscles for such pace. This is not what you want your boxers to do. If you watch them closely and motivate them to throw their punches faster, they will train their muscles to deliver punches with more speed. After a while, this will become a normal level of speed for them, which they can carry over into competition. Now, let's work with my friend Donovan here, young local boxer, who's going to demonstrate the pace at which boxers normally hit the heavy bag. Okay? Now, with proper coaching for speed, I will motivate him and coach him to pick up the pace. Okay, Donovan, let's work on speed. That's it. Quicker, quick punches. We're not worried about power, we're just worried about hand speed. And the idea is to program his muscles so that every time he hits a heavy bag, he's hitting at this pace. When he does it frequently enough, he will eventually be able to incorporate power with the speed. Quicker, young man. Quicker. Speed, all speed. Excellent. Step on over here. Now, remember, the human mind is a powerful tool. You have to program it to do exactly what you want it to do. This, along with incorporating a program of speed-building exercises, will have you punching with amazing speed in no time.
Our third strategy are exercises designed to increase your hand speed. Let's start with the buzzword from the 90s, that being plyometric exercises. Plyometrics is an aerobic technique to improve an athlete's power and speed. It does this by training the muscles to reach their maximum strength in the shortest period of time. Plyometrics began in Eastern Europe and became widely recognized in the early 70s. The question is, how does plyometrics really work? It is based on a theory that a muscle that is stretched immediately before contracting can produce more force more quickly than a muscle contracting from a relaxed position. The idea that a muscle is like a spring. The stretch lowers the spring and lets it contract faster and more forcefully. Plyometrics conditions the body through dynamic resistance exercises. Plyometrics can give you an entire range of motion that resembles the sport of boxing. Basic plyometric exercises train the nervous system to react quickly. They help with explosive muscular movements, such as the initial firing of a left jab. Before beginning plyometrics, your athlete should have a moderate to high level of aerobic fitness. They should be participating in an all-around fitness program before getting into plyometrics. They also need to have a reasonable amount of flexibility before attempting this program. These exercises involve both upper and lower body, since both are critical in developing sharp, cat-like reflexes. The idea in executing exercises we are going to demonstrate is to perform them with explosiveness and quick, rapid movements. Intensity is the key to developing speed through plyometric drills. Let's start with the upper body plyometric drills. This particular exercise is called the heavy bag thrust, as Donovan will showcase here. You want to get a little bit closer to the heavy bag than you normally would if you're working it regularly. Go ahead and thrust out with your left jab, just as correct, using correct form and as you normally would as if you're shadow boxing. The key to this and every plyometric exercise is explosiveness. Thrust it out there as quickly, as powerfully as you can. Very good, Donovan. Very good. Okay, now let's go ahead and switch to the right hand. You want to work both sides of your body, obviously. Go ahead and explode with that one now. Very good. Pushing the bag back, exploding off. Very good. Be assured to maintain correct form at all times. Excellent job. Our second upper body plyometric drill is the medicine ball chest pass while kneeling. Again, the key word here is explosiveness. As you can see, Donovan is throwing the medicine ball as straight as possible. You don't want to get too much of an arc in the progression of the ball. You want to throw it as straight and as powerful as possible. This is our third upper body plyometric drill. Medicine ball chest pass while standing. again, you want to throw it as explosively and as straight as possible. This gets the legs involved a little bit more than the kneeling exercise does. Makes it more of an all-around body exercise. Our fourth plyometric drill is the chest toss to partner in a lying position. Very similar to a push-up. You want to explode the ball away from your chest with both hands while your partner catches it and redirects it onto the correct path back to his partner's chest. Now let's concentrate on plyometric drills for your lower body. The first one being the squat jumps. Begin by flexing downward to a half squat position. Immediately check this downward movement and explode upward as high as possible, extending the hips, knees, and ankles to maximum length as quickly as you can. Work for maximum height with each jump. Our second plyometric drill for the lower body is the side hops with the cones. As you can see, Donovan jumps over the cones in an explosive manner, utilizing his ankles, his legs, and his upper torso. The depth jump is our third plyometric drill for the lower body. Begin by standing at the edge of the elevated platform with the front of the feet just over the edge. As you fall off the edge, initiate an explosive jump using every portion of your body. The box jump will also assist your lower body. Assume a relaxed stance facing the box or platform, approximately an arm's length away. Using the arms to aid in the initial burst, jump upward and forward, landing with feet simultaneously on top of the box or platform.